Alfie Moon's desperate journey. The lies, the love, and the daughter he must bring home. In a week filled with secrets, emotional reckonings, and heart-wrenching choices, EastEnders has taken viewers deep into the tangled web that binds the Slater family, with Alfie Moon at the center of a desperate mission to reunite Kat Slater with her estranged daughter, Zoe. The emotional rollercoaster began quietly enough. Kat Slater and Alfie Moon, long-standing staples of the square, seemed to be on the brink of a new beginning. They were preparing to make things official again. A trip to the registry office was imminent, and the mood was festive. After years of turmoil, heartbreak, and chaotic love, their journey appeared to be coming full circle. But Alfie's heart wasn't entirely in the celebration. His mind, and more importantly his conscience, were somewhere else, with Zoe. Zoe Slater, the daughter who vanished. Zoe's return had already caused ripples. When Stacy first found her hiding in Walford, it was clear the once bright Slater girl had secrets. Dark, heavy secrets she wasn't ready to share. And one thing was certain, she didn't want her mother, Kat, involved. The pain between them, though long buried, had clearly never healed. Despite Stacy and Alfie's attempts to coax the truth from her, Zoe remained guarded. The tension reached a heartbreaking climax when Kat unknowingly came within arm's reach of her daughter. Just when reunion seemed possible, Zoe slipped away again. Later, a phone call to Stacy revealed the depth of Zoe's guilt and fear. "I've done something unforgivable," she confessed, a chilling line that haunted everyone who cared for her. Alfie's secret mission. On the surface, Alfie was the supportive fiancé, doing his best to balance family duties and emotional baggage. But beneath the charm and humor, a fire was lit inside him. He had to find Zoe. He had to do right by Kat, even if it meant lying to her again. The turning point came when Alfie visited Stacy and learned that Zoe had booked a flight to Barcelona using Stacy's credit card. Stacy, understanding the urgency but refusing to further deceive Kat, told Alfie that if anyone was going to chase Zoe across the world, it would have to be him, and he'd have to do it alone. Alfie knew what he had to do, but that didn't make it easier. Returning to Kat, he spun a story about needing to visit his brother Spencer in Australia, claiming it was a family emergency. The lie didn't sit well with Kat, who had grown weary of Alfie's unpredictable behavior and sudden disappearances. "You're always running off, Alfie," she snapped. "Always some excuse. When are you going to choose us?" It was a raw moment that nearly derailed Alfie's resolve. He even contemplated abandoning the trip altogether. But a heart-to-heart with Kathy Beale, and a poignant conversation with his stepson Tommy, gave him clarity. He had to find Zoe, not just for Kat, but for the fractured family that deserved a second chance. Ghosts of the past. As Alfie watched Kat get emotional talking about Zoe, memories came flooding back, of the secret that tore them apart years ago, of the bitter truth that Kat was Zoe's biological mother, and the fallout that revelation caused. The old wounds had never truly healed. Zoe had left Walford broken, confused, and feeling betrayed. Now, Alfie saw a chance to mend that. "I love you, Kat Moon," he told her, his voice trembling. "And I'm going to give you everything you want. I'll do everything in my power so you can be the best mom, for all your kids." For Kat, the words were enough to let Alfie go. Believing he was flying to Australia, she encouraged him to do what he had to do, as long as he came back. They made their trip to the registry office as planned, with Kat none the wiser about the real journey Alfie was about to embark on. To truth. At the airport, Alfie was no longer the jovial, bumbling joker Walford knew so well. He was focused, emotional, and afraid. Before boarding, he called Stacy. "I'm doing it," he said. "I'm going to Barcelona. I'm bringing Zoe home." His voice was heavy with conviction and dread. He knew he was risking everything. If Kat ever found out about the lie, their fragile reunion could shatter all over again. But Alfie was also holding on to hope. Hope that Zoe would forgive herself. Hope that Kat would understand. Hope that the Slaters, broken and scattered by years of drama, could find their way back together. The stakes ahead. What comes next is anyone's guess. Will Alfie find Zoe in time? Will she come back willingly, or will the secrets she carries be too damaging to face? Can Kat ever forgive another betrayal, even if it's one committed out of love? One thing is certain, Alfie Moon has crossed a line. And whether it leads to redemption or ruin will depend entirely on what he finds in the streets of Barcelona, and what Zoe is truly running from. As the camera fades on Alfie's determined face, EastEnders fans are left with the kind of questions that define great soap opera drama. Because in Walford, love and lies are always two sides of the same coin. And Alfie Moon is betting it all on both.